I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the
What is going on, everybody? It is Aaron Cates and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see, we are in the new house. That is why I have not been posting. You guys entered that giveaway and you guys saw the final giveaway winner video. I told you guys that my posting is going to be a little off for the next little while. So today we're doing something different, taking care of my girlfriend's car. Her paint is absolutely shot. Let's just give you a little sound clip real quick. Like, it is absolutely shot. So I went to the local AutoZone up here and I got this Mother's Speed Clay. It's just like your normal synthetic clay, except for you can use this multiple times. So that is what we're gonna be doing today. But first, we have to get the car washed. So we're gonna pull it out in the driveway over here, get it completely washed, and then bring it back in the garage. We're going to clay it, and then I'm going to wax it, because this car has never been waxed. It's never had any good treatment like that. And it's time to get some love. What's nice about this is it is 40 degrees outside, so I can wash it outside and bring it in the garage and shut the garage door, and I don't have to deal with any of the elements of outside. So let's get it pulled out and let's get it washed. Okay, now that we're out in the sunlight, you guys can see just how nasty this thing truly is. It's absolutely disgusting. Now I did just wash this. It was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I washed it, and then we drove to Tennessee, and we've made 2 trips from Georgia to Florida. So it's got a lot of road grime. Up in Tennessee, there was salt on the roads, so there is salt on it, which is a big reason behind me wanting to wash it. Like, that is all salt that is in that fender well. So we're gonna hose it down, and let me show you guys what soap we are using. Now for soap, it's nothing fancy, just some turtle wax, super foaming car wash and wax. This is just something to clean it up. We will be using this foam cannon right here, which I bought off Amazon. Just some cheap, no-name brand. Works great. I will have it linked down in the description down below. But we're just gonna be pouring some of this in here, mix it with some water, hose down the car. And you guys have seen in the past, this is what I use. Not the best thing, it's a soft bristle brush. I mean, using one of the hand pads would be a lot better. You'd reduce swirl marks and things like that, but I am not a automotive detailer. I do this for a hobby. I'm not big into detailing. I do know a little thing like compounding, polishing, like little things like that, but I'm not big into detailing. So if you're watching this video to try and learn some stuff about detailing, probably at the wrong place, because I'm not the guy to come to for that. I do know how to clay bar, do know how to wax, know how to do things like that, know how to polish aluminum. I can do simple things like that, but detailing, there's a lot of science that goes into it, a lot of techniques that you have to do and follow to get things done the right way. I am not the person for that. Just an everyday DIY person, just washing the vehicle, don't use Dawn dish soap or anything like that, but I do some things the wrong way. So I'm sure if you're big in the detailing, you're probably gonna roast me down in the comments down below, but this is just how I am. It's a lot better, and it's a lot better than some people, and it's a lot worse than others, but we're in that happy medium right there. Let's get the car hosed down, let's get it washed.
Be a victim, they'll find you DOA. I can't lie, I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you.
Car is completely washed. Now I'm gonna do the wheels off camera. Now, like I stated a little while ago, I'm not a professional, guys. If you're looking for advice, it's probably not the right place to be. I am doing things somewhat by the book, but again, I'm using a brush to wash a car. That is very frowned upon in the detail world. I'm also using unpurified water, very frowned upon again. I'm doing a lot of things the way that would make detailers that do this for a profession cringe. But again, I'm not a professional, I'm just a DIY person. I know I'm gonna get roasted anyways just for the way I did this, but just had to put it out there. I'm not a professional, I'm not trying to give advice, I'm just recording my process of doing this. All right, we have the car inside. Now I'm just gonna work my way around it, take the clay, which is right here, unpackage it. All you do with this is you just hold it like a normal clay, just instead of folding it over and over again like you normally would with clay. You're just gonna reuse this keep using it. What you need is some type of detailer. You could use something like this, a synthetic quick detailer. You could use a wrap detailer, but I like to use this, which I got in a kit before with some Mother's Clay. I use this, it's kind of a little bit cheaper. You just need some type of lubrication. So I mean, you can use just about anything to lubricate the clay. Now, do a sound test. This paint is trashed. It is not supposed to sound like that. Let's try back here. Yeah, it is absolutely trashed. So I'm gonna start with the roof first, give you guys a good look at that. Okay, now that we're almost done with the car, I have the hood and the front bumper left to do. I've done the roof and both sides. I wanted to kind of show you guys a little one-on-one, and now that I've had some experience with this speed clay right here, I can give you my honest opinion on whether it works or not. And I can tell you that I am not a fan whatsoever. This thing, I mean, yes, it works, it does make it better, but this is not meant for a car that has never been clay barred before. This car is almost 5 years old now, and it has never been clayed. And this paint is trashed, like absolutely trashed. It's gone through 5 years of poor washes between drive-through car washes and just poor washing techniques. This car has gone through the crappiest treatment, and the paint shows for it. Now, I can give you a little sound clip right here of the grittiness in the paint. Now I have clayed every other panel with this speed clay, and yes, the sound does get better, it does get smoother, but it does not do as good as traditional clay. Traditional clay, you can get it smooth to where there is no sound when you go over like that. This is not the same way, and I have to spend a lot more time claying with this than I would with traditional clay. Now, the name of this saying speed clay is meant more of the fact of if you already have a vehicle where it has been clayed in the past and you're just washing it or doing a quick wax on it and you just want to go over with this real quick, that is the speed part of this. But if you have a vehicle that's never been clayed before, it's not going to be speedy with this. I do recommend some traditional clay over this if your vehicle has never been clayed. If your vehicle has been clayed before and you're just wanting something to speed up the process, then this will work for you. So I wanted to show you guys a little before and after just of me actually doing this, because I can show you a quick time lapse of the panels, but nothing up close. And you guys can't really tell the particles that are in this paint. I think it's something you can kind of see in person, but this paint is trashed. So I'm just gonna do a quick little section right here just to show you guys. So just gonna do this one little section, and then I'm gonna jump through and do everything so we can hurry up and get some wax on this car and get it out in the sun so you guys can see just how good it looks. That's it. Let's do over here so you guys can see it. You guys hear that? And then it is a lot better, but there still is some texture to this which you wouldn't want after you just spent time claying it. So now I can go through, I'm gonna clay this hood, the front bumper, the car will be done, then we can go through and wax it. The wax takes about 20-30 minutes to dry, and then you wipe off, and then it's done. I'll give you guys a quick walk around. The standard lighting in here isn't the best, it is LED, but it is not the best. I got some tire shine on the tires. I mean, the car itself does look generally better than it did before, because I have been doing the clay bar all over. I mean, there is still some sound there, but it is a million times better than what it was before. And that wax will be a little bit of a filler for the paint. Clear coat isn't flat like you guys would think. There are little like divots in the clear if you get very up close with like a microscope. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the scientific aspects of clear, but I know it's not smooth, and that's how dirt gets in the clear coat. That's what gives it like a rippled effect. And that's why things like a ceramic coating. I have ceramic in here somewhere, but things like a ceramic coating makes your car look smoother, look wet, look shinier, because it fills that little surface area that's divoted, makes it flat, and that's why dirt doesn't stick as well and things like that. So after we do this and then wax it, this car is going to look a million times better. So I'm gonna hurry up and do that, stop dragging this on, and finish out this video for you guys.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall, came for my win.
Now that I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack, that is the first and last time I will ever apply wax by hand. I've never waxed a vehicle before. I mean, like shocked, right? I've done like the spray, like easy wax stuff, like you spray it, you wipe it, and you wipe it off. Like I've done that. I've never like actually like done like the paste wax where you Mr. Miyagi that shit on. I'm fucking tired. Holy shit, I'm tired. But the entire car does have a wax on it. I'm waiting about another five minutes. I'm gonna start wiping off this driver's side right here. I started with the roof, so I'm gonna do the roof first, and then I went from back to front, and I went around like that. So give it about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna wipe it off. We're gonna pull it out in the sun, get a true idea of how well this stuff works. Now, I did this by hand. If you want a best finish, machine is the way to go. Machine's gonna apply more pressure. It's gonna speed it in, because this stuff will remove light swirl marks and light scratches. So if you have like a little stuff here and there, it will remove that, but it will do it better by machine than it will by hand. And I can tell you, this car is small. Like this car is very, very small, and I am beat. Like this arm right here is dead. I was a pitcher in high school, and I feel like I just pitched like a solid 8 innings in a row. Like my arm is shot. I have not been this tired in a very, very long time. I can already tell you this thing is going to shine. This is gonna be the shiniest this car has probably ever been. Probably since even before it was new. It probably never had this good of treatment. This is hands down the best this car has ever looked. Here we go, here's a good angle of it. This right here is the best this car has ever looked. It literally looks wet. Now the tires do have tire shine on them, so they kind of are wet, but the paint itself is completely dry. And a little after sound for you guys. Absolutely nothing. So that Griot's Garage wax kind of fixed the little leftover particles that were left in the paint that clay bar just wasn't getting. That speed clay I am not a fan of whatsoever, but this car looks a million times better. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you guys for bearing with me during this awkward time of me moving, me starting a new job. Just YouTube's gonna be the uploads are gonna be a little weird. Normally I like to post like 2-3 times a week. For the whole month of December, I was doing every other day. I'm probably not gonna be able to do that for a while. Not until I get on my feet, things get normal. Starting a new job in the next week or 2. I mean, I just moved in this house last week. So things are a little weird, so thank you guys for sticking with me. I will still be uploading as much as I can. If I can't upload, I'll at least go live and hang out with you guys on live and just talk and chat with you. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will have everything I used linked down in the description below. Go check it out. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.